I was in Latin America one time speaking at a conference, and most of Latin America moves product to companies through partners. Very few American companies have their own reps down there. They use the channel to sell their products. And as I was speaking to this group of partners, I said, I just have one thing that I'd like to say. When I got done with my comments about our product, I said, if you'll show your integrity, maybe you make more money if you sell them this product, but this other product's the better one. If you will be honest and do that and live a life that's balanced, live a life where you're fair to your customers, you're fair to your family, you're fair to your employer, you're just trying to treat everyone as you would want to be treated, I said, you will be blessed. I said, I don't want to get into a theological discussion here about that, but I just said, your business, your home, it will be blessed if you incorporate these good principles. Well, I went and sat down, and this gentleman next to me goes, you can really feel it in this room. And I wanted to say, it's the Spirit, because it was backing up what was said. Well, then a man comes over and finds me all by himself and says, can I talk to you outside? Because of the comment I made, he took me outside and he shared with me the story of his son was thinking, they lived in Florida, and his son was thinking of attending BYU, Idaho. And he said, will they accept my son? And he said, I take it you're a man of faith, and I think I've heard enough that you're probably associated with the church that owns Brigham Young University. And I looked at him and I said, your son will be fine, and he will have an amazing experience. Don't worry about it. But that came because of what I had said in my talk, at the end of my talk. So there were really two touch points there. One was the man next to me that felt the Spirit in the room and was trying to identify that. And the other was a person that said, I can go have a conversation with this guy.